Minister are confirmed to be among those killed in a helicopter crash. President Ibrahim Raisi was the country's highest elected official.
Iran's supreme leader is stressing the business of Iran's government will continue no matter what. The crash comes at a fraught moment in the Middle East with the war raging in Gaza and weeks after Iran launched a drone and missile attack on Israel in response to a deadly strike on its diplomatic compound in Damascus. Under the Iranian constitution, Iran's first vice president takes over if the president dies.
Fox's Ashley Strohmeyer, Vice President Mohammed Mokhber is now acting president. A new election supposed to be held within 50 days. Around 250,000 homes and businesses are still without power in and around Houston, Texas, since storms on Thursday.
We expect everyone to be back on by end of business Wednesday.
CenterPoint Energy spokesman Paul Locke. America's listening to Fox News.
Freedom 97.1 WSME.
Live and local. Real talk starts now.
Well, so happy it's Monday. Just to love Mondays. They're a great day. Wonderful. Best
A day closer to Friday.
Well, good morning. I'm Rayford Brown.
I'm Kelly Knapp.
And I'm Lee Barrels.
No, Monday is actually the best day of the week because it's the furthest day from the worst day of the week, which would be next Monday.
Okay.
Okay.
Got it?
Got it.
Got it.
Mhm.
Do you understand it?
Mhm.
Yes.
Oh,
Understand it. Yeah.
That's actually scary.
See, I'm a half full person.
Uh-huh. Well, eat some more. You'll be
You're
totally
a
full.
half empty glass person. I'm like Monday's one day closer to Friday.
Well, I just say it's the furthest day from the next Monday. Get through this one, you're home
You
free,
better
right?
fill that cup up.
How was your weekend, ladies?
Good.
It was good.
Myrtle Beach?
Yep.
Your annual trip?
Oh, this was just a day trip.
Oh, just a day trip.
Mhm.
Okay. So you didn't
Nice.
stay all weekend.
No.
Okay. Wow. Well, happy belated birthday again.
Thank you. I got to Top Golf and eat at Rio's. It was epic.
My. What's a
She
Rio's?
stumped at
The
sheets.
Brazilian steakhouse. Oh, yeah.
Oh, that one. Okay.
Yeah, the Brazilian steakhouse. Amazing.
I've been to a couple of them. Well, honestly, I'm just not that impressed. I don't know. I choose this and this and this and this and this, but it's okay. So I get a lot of food. I can go to one of those buffets and do that.
Yeah, but I've been to a lot of Brazilian steakhouses, but I like the Rio's by Broadway.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, some horrific news out there in Iran way.
Yep.
Terrible.
Iran's president, Abraham Raisi, and the foreign minister and other people are dead today after their helicopter crashed in a big mountainous region. I'm trying to figure out here. They had 3 helicopters. It was raining and it was foggy,
Hmm.
and they were going into the mountains.
Who does that?
Well,
Bad
one helicopter
choices.
won't anymore because it crashed and it destroyed.
Well, they acted like at first they couldn't even find it, and if
Well,
they
they
were,
couldn't.
and
Took
they were all
forever.
traveling
Yeah.
together, how did they not know where he went down?
Right.
You would
Yeah.
think the pilot would have radioed. There's a
Well,
problem.
Well, somebody had to radio, or they could see it disappear from their
Yeah, I mean,
radars, or all the pilots got to do of the surviving 2 helicopters, hit a button that shows you exactly
That's
where
what
the
I said.
GPS is. You call it in.
that's what I was saying last night. I was like, how did they not see this guy?
Within a mile of it, so they can actually visually see it.
What gets me
I
is
have a lot of questions.
when the report first came out with our military, when we had that helicopter crash off the coast. Where was it? Florida, I think. Or was it
Several off California.
Yeah.
Yeah, or it could have been California, where they first come out and they say it had a hard landing.
Yeah, well, it is a hard landing.
Yeah, but when it's
When
just
the blades
constant
stop
crash,
running.
or a mountain gets in the way.
Yeah, you're going to crash.
Yeah, the only thing left that was visible, we were looking at the pictures this morning, was the actual tail wing.
Tail area, yeah.
Yes, it was
Fuselage.
decimated.
It's it's a sad situation, of course, because the president, the foreign minister, and some other folks from other countries were on board. Other states are part of Iran. State TV had said there was no sign of life in sight. And they did describe it initially as a hard landing. The crash site was across a steep valley, which gets no immediate cause, but they gave no immediate cause for the crash. It took rescuers more than 12 hours to get there. to get within a mile of it. Razi and his foreign minister were traveling in Iran's east Azerbaijan province when the helicopter made what state TV described as a hard landing on the border with the nation, roughly 375 miles northwest of Tehran. State-controlled media reported no signs of life anywhere around the wreckage, describing this as a crash. Well, pretty well rest assured it was a crash.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to figure out here, 3 choppers traveling together, one goes down, the other 2 continued their flights back to their destination. I would have thought that at least one of those choppers would have directed ground units to the crash site.
That's what I was saying.
Weather was described as heavy rain and fog. Okay, so you can't see it from the air, but you know what your last GPS coordinates were when you were within radio contact, right?
Who would have flown in that mess?
Well, we see it. We see it all the
It
time.
happens on a regular basis.
My other
You're
question
flying
I
in the
had-
mountains. I say that's going to be visual flying conditions under most situations. I don't know. I'm sure there are a whole bunch of pilots out there that know better, but no.
Well, could they not afford a plane for the man? That was my other
Whether
thing.
it's a plane or a helicopter, I mean,
Well, I
you're
would be
flying
a little
those.
safer in a
Depends how
plane
far-
than a
Why?
helicopter.
Why?
Depends on how far they're going too.
Well, they went to Azerbaijan. Isn't that
Yeah.
where they, Azerbaijan?
Yeah.
Where'd they go? Yeah. You can't take a plane there?
You can,
Plane
but
would've
you can
been
take
faster.
You can take helicopters too.
I clearly wouldn't do that again.
They won't.
Maybe it was assassination.
Well, now that you mentioned that, the incident, as they call it, comes as Iran under Razi and Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei launched an unprecedented drone and missile attack against Israel just last month. Over 300
Mm-hmm.
missiles and drones and whatever headed that way.
I
Correct.
think you're going to find out it was a drone.
Now, we have not,
A drone missile.
Israel has not, to best of my knowledge.
Yeah.
Biden and company have encouraged from retaliating. I don't know. It makes you want to wonder a little bit about that, doesn't it?
I wondered it yesterday, but I wasn't
So did
sure. I was still stuck on why they didn't take a plane instead of a helicopter through the mountains, but that's just me. Yeah.
Well, you need to pick up some altitude when you're in the mountains.
Look what happened with Kobe Bryant when they took his helicopter
Yeah.
through that terrain on
Don't
a
do
foggy day.
helicopters. Yeah.
Just bad decisions.
But I look at a lot of the local media's content, local television media. And is it just me, or is
No, it's not.
what
Just go ahead.
Kinston,
Kinston.
or has Kinston become the hotbed of violent crime for North Carolina?
We call that K-Town.
Sometimes it's almost like read news from Chicago. The latest, a 36-year-old woman now faces charges of stabbing a man in the neck about 2:00 Sunday morning. That's still Saturday night for most of us.
Mm-hmm.
Keisha Edmondson was still at the scene when deputies arrived. It happened on Bonnie Avenue, just outside the Kinston city limits. Deputies say 31-year-old Jaquez Herring was stabbed on the right side of the neck and was transported to a hospital for treatment. He was reported in stable condition yesterday. No word on what led up to the attack. Ms. Edmondson is attempted first-degree murder. She should have her first appearance in court this morning. The accused assailant, Ms. Edmondson, has no felony conviction history in North Carolina. Herring, the victim, has a rather lengthy criminal history: assault by strangulation, armed robbery, possession of a convicted felon a couple times, possession of drugs with the intent to sell them, assault on a female, resisting arrest, attempted first-degree burglary, probation violation. The list is rather lengthy.
I mean, maybe he tried to get physical with her and she had enough and stabbed him in the neck.
I don't know. Don't know.
Did
Whatever.
you see her picture, her
I did.
mugshot? She's like smiling huge.
Yeah,
And
that
I'm
would
like,
lead me to believe that. But yeah, I mean, maybe she's fed up with his mess.
Well. So things
Kinston's
happen.
Ben
It is.
is getting worse and worse and worse.
I see news from there virtually every day, some kind of a violent crime. Now, way back when, even in the 70s, we used to, Kinston had some rough neighborhoods. Jacksonville did too, not neighborhoods so much, but business location,
Mhm.
Court Street and
Right.
surrounding area. But Kinston had a sort of wide range area there of a lot of violence.
I think they still do.
We always got warnings going to Kinston. This was even when I was going back and forth to Raleigh in the 60s.
Keep your phone, keep your car locked.
Well, we chose to take another route back and forth to Raleigh.
Mhm.
We went by Beulahville, came out of Goldsboro and took, I forgot the highway, 11, I
70
think.
wasn't, oh,
No,
70,
no.
but 70 used to be the way to go to Raleigh many, many years ago.
I don't know, maybe for you.
Yeah,
I
that
just-
was way back.
I just went up to Beulahville, hung the right, and came out somewhere around Turkey and
North-
continued on over to
Yeah.
not Moore's Barbecue, whatever there was, Wilbur's
Wilbur's.
Barbecue.
I
Wilbur's
remember
Barbecue
eating
in
there.
Goldsboro.
Yes.
And then got back on 70 and headed to Raleigh.
Yep.
Hmm.
Got on 70, headed to Raleigh. So I don't know. It was a little shorter, a lot faster. No real significant traffic. And then, of course, we did it because it was a lot safer. Didn't have to get to red lights in Kinston.
That's the way we used to go way back in the day.
4 people died in Good Hope, Missouri over the weekend. Their home exploded. The
What?
house was being renovated, and an apparent propane gas leak
Oh, Lord.
blamed on the explosion and fire. No names were released as of yesterday. The investigation.
That's scary. If I'm renovating my house, I probably would have turned the propane off.
Well, maybe, or at least make sure that if it was the propane part of the thing, you can smell propane.
Yeah, you
Mhm.
can. Yeah.
Okay. And you should have gas sensors and everything else
I
around the
have
house. But
one.
I do
Yeah.
too.
I just,
Yeah.
I'm
I've
like,
got 2 now. Yeah.
really? Okay. So they were renovating it. Was it something they were doing with the gas lines? If it is, you need to call the gas man to come in.
I wouldn't touch that. I would have.
Turn off the
Woo.
propane tank.
Yeah.
Turn it off and wait for the
Right.
gas man to say everything is good to go.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Eat out at somewhere
Mm-hmm.
or stay at grandma's or whatever. That's tragic situation. 4 people dead. A homeless man on parole for assault. Let me tell you this again. A homeless man on parole for an assault conviction dragged a jogger by her hair on a beach near LA, tried to rape her last week. The attack occurred about 7:15 in the morning. Happened on the Oceanfront Walk in Santa Monica. Witnesses told a 911 dispatcher that a woman who lives in nearby Venice Beach was being dragged on the ground by her ponytail. She had been jogging southbound on the beach path when she was grabbed by her ponytail from behind. She was knocked to the ground. Identified as 48-year-old Malcolm Jimmy Ward Jr. Some restrooms. Several witnesses had intervened in the attack. The woman was not injured. Doesn't say anything about him. At the time, Ward was on parole for assault with a deadly weapon. The investigators say Ward was trying to sexually assault the woman. He has been charged with kidnapping, assault with intent to commit rape, and violating his parole. He's being held finally without benefit of bond.
I wouldn't bet that will last, but
That's
I hear
in
you.
California,
Mm-hmm.
LA area.
Yep.
I guess he'll be out on bond by 2:00 this afternoon when the
Mhm.
bond's reduced to $100.
Probably.
And maybe Governor Newsom will put up the bond for it.
Well, just be worried because Kamala's already said that if that they don't win this year, that she's going to run for governor of California.
I saw that this weekend.
Well, they
Oh
deserve her.
my God.
Yeah.
They voted for her before as DA. Let them vote for her now.
Mm.
Predicting they're not going to win. That sounds kind of ominous,
She
doesn't it?
made the statement. I
Yes.
saw that.
You usually go and say, we don't
Yeah.
have to discuss what I'm going to do for the next 4 years because we're going to be reelected. We're going to be reelected. That's the kind of message you're supposed to be giving out there.
Biden got feisty this weekend on one of his speeches.
Yeah, down
Really
in Atlanta.
Yeah, it's really feisty about Trump.
Hmm.
That's probably the feistiest I've ever seen him. Politics, and we've got this is May, June,
Well,
July, August, September,
too long.
October, November. Oh, 6 months.
Biden was in Atlanta over the weekend on his scheduled trip. There was the commencement address at Morehouse College. It all comes at the height of outside agitator-led student protests on college campuses in lieu of the ongoing Israeli attacks on Gaza. Morehouse is historically a black college. Biden took the opportunity to confuse a number of students there. At one point, he told them that black students at Morehouse have to be 10 times better than anybody else just to get a fair shot. Then he said Republicans are not accepting of black people. You guys are Republicans, aren't you? I'm
That's
just asking.
not a true statement.
He added that Republicans don't see you in the future of America, but they're wrong.
No, that's not true. One of my favorite Republicans is Tim Scott.
And
I have a lot
then we
of.
got our lieutenant governor running for governor.
That's-
Republican, by the way. Oh,
That's
yes,
right.
he's also black.
Right.
Before starting the address, Biden listened as one of the graduates was delivering his own address. During that speech, the student called for an immediate and permanent ceasefire in Gaza. First of all, there's no such thing as a permanent ceasefire anywhere.
That's right.
So get over it, child. He also endorsed a two-state solution as the only solution. That's what Biden was seen clapping when the student was talking. He was sitting on the stage. He was back there clapping him when he talked about ceasefire in Gaza. A handful of Morehouse students and faculty protested Biden's speech by turning their backs on him for the duration of that speech.
Yeah.
No interference to the address, of course, except a visual. We don't like you. Prior to Biden's address, some students had urged the college to rescind his invitation. Several hundred alumni also wrote a letter to the college saying Biden should not be the commencement speaker, not because he's Biden and doing yada, 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 and they don't like it, because it was going to be nothing but a political speech, they were sure, because he's running for re-election.
That's
Well,
right.
what did you expect?
Exactly.
I'm wondering if Morehouse invited him or he invited himself. Because he needs Georgia.
Not only that, but
He's trailing big time in Georgia right now.
Isn't that something? Georgia of all places. Georgia. I don't know. I just imagine letting Biden be the commencement speaker. All the security you'll have to undergo. And, and these kids, in my opinion, what they had to go through just to attend their own graduation because the president being there.
Here's what I would ask each and one of those kids up there. They're all should be over 18, right? They're in
Right.
college and they're graduating,
Right.
unless they happen to be very exceptional. But if they're over 8, have you voted? And how many times have you voted since you turned 18? Are you
Right.
registered to vote first? And how many times have you voted? I'd like to know.
True. That's a good question. I guarantee you, most of those protesters out there protesting, I bet they've never even voted.
Yeah, I'm sure they haven't, or I don't know about most of them, but I'm sure a significant number of the children who are protesting have not voted.
Exactly.
Bode's motorcade had no problems maneuvering the streets of Atlanta over the weekend. He went to one public event, the Morehouse commencement, and then a final fundraising dinner. Video making the rounds on the socialist media site show most empty sidewalks as the beast meandered the streets.
Yeah.
When you give a party and no one shows up, what's going on with that? Ouch. Let's talk for a moment about driving in severe weather with the strong
Yes.
thunderstorms of late producing standing water in low-lying spots. Maintaining control of your car at the posted speed limits can be challenging. 2 key suggestions. First, slow your butt down. It's less likely that suddenly hitting a puddle will spin you out. Second, back away from the car in front of you. A good rule. If you can read bumper stickers or the license plate of the car in front of you when it's raining, you're too close. Consider this. If the car in front of you suddenly loses control, you may be too close to stop in time to avoid becoming part of what can quickly become a pileup. Posted speed limit signs are the maximum you can drive under good weather and traffic conditions. Posted speed limits are the maximum speed limit that you can drive. It
That's
doesn't
right.
mean you have to drive 60 miles
Slow down.
If you're zipping along at 45 in a 60 mile per hour zone and it's raining or the highway is wet and you have a wreck, you're likely to be charged with driving too fast for conditions. Yes, folks, in the great state of North Carolina and a lot of other states, driving too fast for conditions is a real thing. While you're giving thoughts to severe weather and you've already heard all of the horror stories about hurricanes, well, part of those stories are true. One that I hear almost around here most often is the days and days folks around here had no electricity after Hurricane Florence in 2018. Sleeping was miserable, they told me. Humidity and temperatures were high. Living in the dark with candles and battery-powered flashlights. No way to charge cell phones unless you ran your car. Meals consisted of cold cuts unless you happen to have food in your freezer that needed to be eaten and a gas grill. You'll need to eat as much frozen food as you can, as well as the ice cream that you've got in that freezer if the power goes out. One thing that can save you a lot of problems is a Generac generator from John Starrs Electric. Call the team. You'll quickly learn that the new smart generators are not anything like those portable generators that you have to fill up with gasoline every couple hours and can only supply a minimal amount of juice for your house. Power up your life with a John Starrs generator. Set up an appointment by calling 910-989-1908. The Marine Forecast is brought to you by Community Prevention Services of Jacksonville. We'll be back in just a minute with that and more.
Freedom 97.1 WSME.
Liberty Mutual presents How to Be the Life of the Party.
Okay, first turn the music off. Then ask for everyone's attention. Now, tell them that you customized your home insurance with Liberty Mutual and saved hundreds. Boom! Now everyone knows you're not just a pretty face. You have some that face that know how to save hundreds on home insurance. Woo!
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com. Based on recent survey of new customers who switched and saved. Underwritten by Liberty Mutual Insurance Company and affiliates. Excludes Massachusetts.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Feeling trapped with that old phone? Don't. Getting a new phone is easy. Come into Verizon and get one of our best phones on us with Select Trade-In on Unlimited Ultimate Plan and get a plan that helps you save by only paying for what you need. Act now and get a brand new phone at your Verizon store today. $999.99 device payment or full retail purchase with new smartphone line on Unlimited Ultimate Plan required. Less up to $1,000 trade-in/promo credit applied over 36 months. Promo credit ends if eligibility requirements are no longer met. 0% APR. Trade-in conditions apply.
A plan every adult family member should consider is the pre-arranged funeral. Family. Making pre-arrangements helps to alleviate the additional members that can come with arranging a loved one's funeral. Jones Funeral Home's prepaid funeral plan helps remove confusion. They make a practical evaluation of costs possible, and it's the best way to take an unpleasant task off the shoulders of the family. Call Jones Funeral Home at 455-1281.
With locations in Jacksonville, Richland, Swansboro, and Holly Ridge.
Hills International Incorporated, your local Cub Cadet dealer, is ready for spring. And you should be too, with the Cub Cadet Ultima Series. Come today and see how these zero-turn have stepped up control from traditional lap to a familiar steering wheel experience. Four-wheel control provides precision, maneuverability, and stability on a variety of terrains, including hills up to 20 degrees. Adjustable automotive-inspired high back seat lets you comfortably cut at your maximum speed, while a heavy-duty mowing deck powers your yard for a premium cut. Combine steering wheel control with premium features of the Cub Cadet Ultima Series, and you get a zero-turn mower ready to unlock the possibilities of your lawn. Head to your local Cub Cadet dealer, Mills International Incorporated, at 801 South Queen Street, Kinston, for exceptional offers, expert advice, and a superior service.
Have you gotten your copy of Topsail Times newspaper this week? If not, did you know that Topsail Times is Topsail area's only local newspaper in print? Started a little over a year ago, we now have over 1,500 online subscribers and 5,000 printed copies that go out every 2 weeks. And we never charge our readers. Information should be free to our readers, and we stick by that. Looking for an idea for date night? Want to learn some local history? How about asking a veterinarian about your pet? Things and more are available in each copy of the Topsail Times newspaper. Want to get the word out about your business? We offer great rates for full color ads, and the online paper version is always included for free. Need help designing the perfect ad? We can do that too. We're always looking for human interest stories, so start writing. And we love local photos too. Check out our website at topsailtimes.net, where you can find out where to pick up a copy or check out our latest publication online.
Attention property owners, are you fed up with bad tenants, under market rents, and late payments? At Fountain Management, we provide unrivaled levels of expertise and all the tools and services you need to make owning a rental property easy and profitable. Are you ready to talk about taking the management of your real estate investment to the next level? Well, contact us today. Fountain Management, 910-455-1609. We will make owning your rental property simple and rewarding.
It's live and local. Real talk on Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM. Jimmy.
A marine forecast brought to you by Community Prevention Services of Jacksonville. If you're experiencing what you think may be PTSD, you might want to consider getting help identifying the issues you're experiencing. At Community Prevention Services, the counselors can not only help with that diagnosis, but they can help you understand the causes, hopefully working together for a treatment plan of action. Onslow County ranks third for PTSD cases among people of all ages across the state, third in the per capita reporting of PTSD. Last year, there were 17 confirmed cases per 100,000 population. But most everyone understands that not everyone experiencing symptoms actually seeks help, and therefore their cases go unreported. Across the entire country, this state ranks 4th reported cases. Symptoms of PTSD can be all over the flare-ups or outbreaks to severe depression, and I know Kelly can explain that a little bit too.
True.
Symptoms. What do people need to look for?
PTSD?
Yeah.
Difficulty sleeping. Agitation, vivid dreams about the event, quick to startle, like noises startle at times. Then you can have anxiety. You have some depression. There's like a long list. Yeah, those are ones that what I think would be the very common ones.
Folks, think about it. If you or someone you know is having what might be symptoms of PTSD, it won't hurt to slip them a number, 910-353-0972. Community Prevention Services, conveniently located at 918 Henderson Drive. Again, that number, go ahead and write it down, 910-353-0972. Offshore today, northeasterly winds 15 to 20 knots, a few gusts up to 25 this afternoon, seas 3 to 5 feet, 2 to 3 near shore. 4-foot waves from the 5 seconds apart, meeting up with 1-foot choppy waves from the southwest every 4 seconds. Sounds and rivers will be choppy. Tuesday, pretty good day on the ocean. Northeasterly winds 10 to 15 knots, seas only 2 to 3 feet. Wave detail, 3-footers at 7 seconds, and southeasterly 1 foot at 10 seconds. Sounds and rivers of moderate chop. And on Wednesday, northeasterly winds around 5 knots, becoming southeasterly in the afternoon, 2 to 3 foot seas. Sounds and rivers will be flat, increasing to a light chop in the afternoon.
Today, mostly sunny, high of 76 with light north winds, 6 to 11 miles an hour. Although today we could have some 18-mile-an-hour wind gusts. Tonight, mostly clear, low of 55. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy, then becoming sunny with a high of 81. Tomorrow night, clear, low of 58. And on Wednesday, sunny, high of 85 with calm winds. The weekend's looking pretty good too so far. I mean, it's subject to change. This is Monday.
Yeah, absolutely.
But right now it says it's going to be sunny and in the mid 80s.
You ever driven to Canada?
No. Yes. But not from here, but yes.
Okay. If you're going there now and you're driving and you have a Big Mac attack, hang up your telephone before going through the drive-thru.
Why?
Ooh. We got 2 different versions of this story.
Okay.
There's likely some truth behind one or the other, maybe both. The driver of this car, his name is Mason Prima, said he got a ticket for using a fast food app to place an order while in the drive-thru lane. Police say that's not exactly the way it happened. When he was just a few steps from the drive-thru order board, according to Prima, he said he saw an officer behind him on a motorcycle who was pulling him over. His hint was the blue lights.
Oh,
the 18-year-old said he was holding his McDonald's app before redeeming his free meal and was shocked that he was ticketed. Royal Canadian Mounted Police disagreed with Prima's version of the events, claiming he was on a public roadway when he was stopped. It was all part of a combined traffic service of Saskatchewan operation. They were the ones who handed out the ticket under the Traffic Safety Act. The ticket was for driving a vehicle while holding, viewing, using, or manipulating electronic communications equipment.
So he got a ticket for holding a cell phone.
Quit following your cell phone.
Mm-hmm.
The ticket was for driving a vehicle. For holding that gear. In a statement, the Royal Canadian Mounted Police said, an 18-year-old male driver was observed driving a vehicle at a public roadway while using a cell phone. The individual then pulled into the McDonald's parking lot where the traffic violation was issued. Primus said he will fight the ticket in court. He did reiterate that he did not see a police officer on the roadway and only saw him once he was in the McDonald's lot.
But one thing has nothing to do with the other. If he was still using the phone.
He says he wasn't using the phone. He just had it in his lap, getting ready to order by app. And he was going to order by app once he pulled into the McDonald's parking lot, which that doesn't make sense at all.
It sounds like to me
that don't make sense.
He was on his app as he was on the road, looking, ordering before he pulled in.
And they followed him. Either that, or
that's what it sounds like.
Either that, or he was on the cell phone, an app, anything. And then he said, "Oh, I got a police. Open up my McDonald's app real quick, start placing an order." I don't know.
But at that point, you can just drive up to the drive-thru and order like a normal human. I mean, come on now.
Speaking of driving,
yes,
North Carolina Motor Vehicle Office, the license plate agency, opens tomorrow right here in Jacksonville, 9 to 5. It'll be open Monday through Friday.
And it's located on Country Club Road now.
1606.
And there is no parking. Where as
behind the shopping mall, right?
As much business as those places get, where are people going to park? Have you seen that little tiny parking lot?
I have. There's a bank there they can park in nearby. I'm sure they'll love it.
Park on the mall. Walk over.
I bet the bank won't love it.
No, they won't love it.
They'll tell you.
It's right before you pass the shopping mall with the shopping mall on your right.
Coming away from downtown.
Country Club Road, past the shopping mall with the old Sears on your right.
And it used to be a
bank. Just going down and right. Yeah, it used to be bank. It's the first building on the right. It's before you get to Bank of America. So
it's a tiny building, but the parking, I'm thinking
it's been on for lease for a long time.
I know.
It's 1606.
Who thought this up parking wise? I can just see the traffic nightmares.
You know what's irritating is that the Hargets had offered, let bygones be bygones. They own this building where the DMV used to be located.
It has a big parking lot.
It has a big parking lot.
Yes.
The reason Mr. Hargett bought that in the first place was because it was available. With lots of parking, because that was one of the complaints they had at their old location.
Correct.
So he bought it and he leased it to the state.
Well, but this one right now has more parking than you remember when it was back on the corner of 24 and New River Drive.
24
Hargett Street. Yeah. Yes, Hargett Street and 24.
That was the bank.
Yes, I mean that was a very small parking lot.
Well, this one isn't much better.
So we'll see how it works out.
I think this one is as good as that one, to be honest with you.
No, the one on Hargett Street had better parking lot than this one here.
So this is going to be this could be a bit of an issue.
I think JPD is going to be frustrated quickly because of the amount of nonsense about to occur. That's going out of Office Park Drive is a problem anyway. This is right at Office Park. I mean, I don't travel that way much. And
I go around through the shopping center to the light because coming off Office Park Drive, there's no light there.
There's about to be accidents or frustrated people because that part. I'm mentally counting in my head, 10 spots there?
Oh no, there's a lot more than. It's deceiving to drive by. You go in there and look. There's actually in the front or on the side.
But the side's going to be employees got to park somewhere.
Yeah,
they're going to take up spots.
How many are going to be here?
Yeah, how many employees?
That's the other thing that I want to know.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean,
how many windows are going to have open?
I would not have picked that location. Bottom line, I would not have done it. I would have found something else.
Well, they came under fire for not having a place, and haven't had one since sometime in the fall.
Well, not once again. But when you hastily do something, you usually don't have great results. Just saying.
Well, I think it'll be interesting to see how it works out. At least there's going to be a full-time place open now. So, thank goodness, starting tomorrow.
But if you can't get into
Tuesdays and not Monday.
It's not the grand. I guess you would say the grand opening is actually tomorrow.
Somebody asked a question: is it plates only and no title?
No, it's a full set.
It's full,
Full
okay.
service. Full service.
All right, Jimmy, it's everything. But once again, you better
Hurry
get
on
there.
down. Get
I would say
early.
go early to
I
get a
think
parking spot.
You
I'm
might want
telling
to
you.
leave today and carry your sleeping bag.
I'll
that-
ride through there today and count.
Not a good location. I don't agree with that. But not
We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah. I saw something interesting, Rayford, this weekend. I should have filmed it, but I just didn't.
What's that?
So we were leaving a one location, a parking area in Myrtle Beach, and we're headed over to our Top Golf thing. And so it was right behind the strand right there where everything is in Myrtle. There's parking. I mean, parking was terrible.
Where the
anyway.
pavilion used to be.
But but to the left of it, behind all the shops, behind that. Anyway,
The
there's
gay dolphin and stuff?
Yes,
Still there?
yes, right over in that area. Yes. And so the park, Robin had managed to find a lot for $10. So we got in there. So we went and ate lunch at a place I like to go eat at real quick. And then we came out and there was this lady. So there's a sign, it says, apparently, according to Robin, because he parked, we were right out of the car, you get a certain amount of time to be parked in there.
Oh.
Well, apparently she must have achieved her time or went over because they had clamped her car. I was laughing because the lady was literally trying to pull the clamp off her wheel.
Doesn't work.
It does not work that way.
Is this a city parking lot?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's a private lot. But yeah, there were signs.
No. Well, who controls it?
I don't know. But I don't think it's the city owns it. I think a business. But it says on there, if you go over your time, you will be towed and ticketed and towed or something. She had a big old sticker on her window and a clamp on her wheel. She was literally out there trying to pull that clamp off that wheel. It was comical. I'm like, lady, that's not going to come off. I can get it off. I should have filmed her. I just did. I was like, you can't make this up. Those clamps are not coming off.
No, not easy.
Because don't you have to pay the fine to get it off?
Yeah, a guy come by, unlock it after they got your money. I mean, it's the way it works in Wilmington.
I'm sure it was. I mean, you couldn't miss it. It was big old, it was or good. So.
Well,
and you can't, the sign was
how long
there.
Can you park there for $10?
I don't know because Robin mentioned he knew what time he had to be out of the lot. Like he said it. I don't remember what he said, but he's like, all right, I have to be out of here by, which we were definitely going to be, we had reservations. So, I mean, we knew we were going to be out of there. I don't know. But he knew what time he was supposed to be out. So I'm going to go on the assumption.
So it was like 4 hours, 8 hours?
I would say let's go with 3 hours. I'm
3
throwing out a
hours.
number. Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just throwing, I have no idea. But I mean,
parking has gotten to be expensive in this state.
Oh, big
in
time.
places that charge for it.
Yeah. Well,
Everything's
also,
expensive.
my other thought was that she parked in there and hadn't paid at all. That was my other thought.
Well, if that's the case.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. My two theories were either she went over her time or she just pulled in, says, I'm not going to pay. And because I don't know how Robin paid. I don't remember seeing an attendant, but I might be wrong about that. But yeah. But those places they're like hawks now. They'll watch you.
Well, a lot of the places I've seen, they have either
Usually
a
have a
credit
little
card
thing,
or
yeah,
something there.
yeah.
You can just punch it in and you put
Correct.
the little sticker, the ticket in your windshield.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And that's what you normally do.
Mm-hmm. They got several different varieties.
It was
And I
interesting.
think there should be just one standard too, by the way,
Mm-hmm.
so the people will know what to do. And
There were
how to
signs
do it.
all over this lot now. I do know that because I saw them.
Yeah.
Now,
I have I forgot which parking lot he was. It could have been Wrightsville Beach. It could have been somewhere. I don't know. But I tried 3 different times to get it to print me out something. I
Right.
paid 3 different times.
Right.
And I finally got
I had that
something
happen
printed
in
out.
Wilmington too.
And I disputed it and raised Cain about it, but I didn't get my money back.
Yeah. That happened. I mean, Wilmington, downtown Wilmington has the pay meters. You dial the phone number and do that. But I had that. Yeah. I had to do that twice one time. It was
Those
aggravating.
parking garages too.
I remember when the price of parking at Wrightsville Beach went from 10 cents an hour to a quarter. I thought there was going to be mutiny.
Well, then they would really hate the prices now.
The folks that were there in charge of tourism or whatever at the beach said, "Oh, we're going to lose everything. Nobody will come here."
And I just want to say
Went from
thank you, Onslow County.
10 cents to 50 10 cents to 25 cents an hour. Whoa.
Yeah, thank you, Onslow County.
It
for
generated a
giving
lot of
us-
news stories at the time.
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah.
Can we just go back to the 15-cent hamburger? and 10-cent parking.
I thank goodness that Onslow County's got us, that they give us free beach access because if I had to pay to go to the beach and live here,
no,
I would not go.
No. I don't go anyway. I just take the boat and go offshore and look at the people on the beach who paid. You're live and local, Real Talk Freedom 97.1, 1120 a.m. WSME. We'll be right back.
Freedom 97.1 WSME.
Hey y'all, thank y'all for coming to the Richlands Piggly Wiggly last week for those awesome specials. I'm back to share this week's specials at The Pig, as we call it here in Richlands. The weather is getting hotter and so are these deals. To get you in the summertime mood, we have jumbo Athena cantaloupes for $3.99 each. And y'all know summertime calls for grilling on the back patio in the evening, and we have just what you need. Get you some fresh boneless New York strip steaks at $9.99 a pound. And throw in some fresh half-cup bone-in pork chops for just $1.69 a pound. There's no better way to spend a sunny and 75 evening than grilling up some of our fresh meats at an awesome deal. Y'all come get in the summertime mood with us at the Richlands Piggly Wiggly. And to our Jacksonville shoppers, come on down and get to grilling with us. And remember, y'all, let's get piggy with it.
Flatwoods Outfitters, veteran-owned and operated, located at 111 Second Amendment Lane, just off Highway 24 between Swansboro and Jacksonville and Hubert, reminds you to remember those that didn't forget us and paid the ultimate price for our freedom this Memorial Day, Monday, May 27th. Flatwoods Outfitters is the most complete sporting and firearm facility in Onslow County, right here in your backyard, complete with a shooting range and instruction. Flatwoods Outfitters carries all major brand names of shotguns, long guns, pistols, and ammunition to bag your limit for whatever you bear. Flatwoods Outfitters also takes pride and urges you to learn how to safely handle any firearm safety. At Flatwoods, you can sight in your scope and use your shooting or archery range. If you're interested in a concealed weapon permit, Flatwoods Outfitters can help with that also. So, whether you are a sportsman or concerned about personal safety, let the friendly and knowledgeable staff at Flatwoods Outfitters assist you. For range hours, phone 910-353-7593. That's 910-353-7593 for range hours. Flatwoods Outfitters, 111 Second Amendment Lane, Hubert, where they aim to preserve our hunting and heritage, wildlife, and constitution. Flatwoods Outfitters, again, reminds you to remember those that didn't forget us and paid the ultimate price for our freedom this Memorial Day, Monday, May 27th. Vacation season is here. That means fishing and fun. Make sure your car or truck is ready for the road with a visit to Battlefield Automotive, 1214 West Corbin Avenue in Swansboro. If your check engine light is on, you may be looking at an expensive repair bill down the road, complicated by extreme temperatures and an engine that's not prepared to handle. The pros at Battlefield Automotive can check your battery, starter, and charging system, charge and repair air conditioning systems to keep you cool and tune up your engine. They do everything from oil changes to brakes, and they carry a complete line of accessories. Battlefield Automotive are experts in both domestic and foreign car and truck repair and guarantee all their work using only ASC certified mechanics. So, whether it's a battery, a simple load, tune-up, or just getting your ride ready for a getaway, call 910-325-0828. Visit Battlefield Automotive today, 1214 West Corbett Road, in the friendly city by the sea in Swansboro. Again, for Battlefield Automotive, call 910-325-0828.
This just in, I think there's been a prison break, and reports are saying it's the Scorcher. Yes, the Scorcher has escaped and is running rampant across Comfortville. Conditioning units. Yes, and wait a second. It seems that citizens feeling uncomfortable, hot, and in cases, I hesitate to say this on the air, people are even sweating. Wait a minute, we're now getting word there seems to be some sort of disturbance. Oh, Bryant Man is on the scene, and he has apprehended the Scorcher. All right. Tune in again for another tale of Bryant Man, always doing whatever it takes.
Call Down East Heating and Air Conditioning at 346-4311 and let them keep you comfortable this summer. Down East Heating and Air, serving our community for over 25 years. Down East can also help you with your home guttering needs. Call Down East today, 346-4311. Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry, where we love to make you smile. Now proud to be working with Doctors Kim and Tommy Morgan, formerly Morgan Family Dentistry. The Jacksonville and Richlands Morgan offices of Lane & Associates Family Dentistry blends the latest technology with personal care and attention, so you have an amazing dental experience. The offices of Lane & Associates welcome all ages and accepts all major insurances, including military. Lane & Associates Family Dentistry has been serving the state of North Carolina for over 40 years, with 2 locations in Jacksonville, Richlands, and Maysville. Call for an appointment today at 877-LANE-DDS or online at lanedds.com. Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry.
It's live and local. Real talk on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
Well. Sometimes some stories make me think of Kelly. Not sure why this one did. Y'all figure it out. A California mom on a peeping Tom getaway after she caught him watching her change in her department store fitting room. It all started earlier in the month in Lakewood, according to Michelle Chandler. The unmanned mall store reportedly offers dressing rooms for both men and women in the same area.
Okay.
You just get to pick which stall you go into, I guess, right? Chandler said she was trying on a possible Mother's Day outfit when she noticed someone's feet smelled bad. As I went to take these pants off, I bent down and I looked over and I saw men's shoes, socks, and his phone pointing right at me.
Oh. Woo. Okay.
I grabbed him, threw him on the ground, put my knee in his back, and held his head down. Store associates helped her hold on to the suspect, who she identified as being 19 years old, until mall security and the popo arrived. While restraining the guy, Chandler told him on video, "This is why men don't belong in women's fitting rooms." The dummy can be seen with his pants falling off and gym shorts underneath, while Chandler and store personnel hold him in place.
Lee has pulled up the photos.
Isn't that great?
I love her.
I saw that. Yeah,
she beat him down.
She's a mother of 5 or something, isn't
well,
she?
what drew her attention? That tickled me. The smell of bad feet.
She smelled bad. Looked
bad
around and
feet.
there, standing underneath the curtains, she sees another set. Sees a set of feet,
And
shoes,
a phone,
socks,
yeah.
and a telephone, and that was it.
I would have.
Well, she
I've done the
yanked
same thing
him
she
right
did.
out from behind that curtain and jumped on him. I was like, "You go, girl!"
I thought it was
That's
hilarious.
my girl right there.
There you go. Let's
I'd
take a
have done the
break.
same thing.
You're live and local, Real Talk. We'll be right back.
WSME.
Full-time, part-time, Il Chino Italiano restaurant. We're currently hiring for hostesses, servers, bartenders, and dishwashers. Il Chino Italiano is a family-owned, fast-paced restaurant that offers the best in fine dining on the Crystal Coast. If you're hardworking, reliable, professional, and have a desire to always strive for better, we want to talk to you. Make great money and be a part of an outstanding, dedicated team. Il Chino Italiano on West Corbett Avenue in Swansboro.
When it comes to paint and paint supplies, whether a contractor or homeowner, since 1957, people had depended on Jacksonville's premier paint store, CNS Paint, for all their paint, painting supplies, and accessories, as well as providing expert knowledge in helping with a particular paint project. CNS Paint, with locations in Jacksonville at 6 North Avenue, 504 Cedar Point Boulevard, Cedar Point, and 105 Wayne Drive, Morgan City. CNS Paint is close and convenient to cover the Crystal Coast with quality PPG paint for any project, residential or commercial. Color is often the first impression of a home or community. PPG's team of designers, experienced in both new home construction and residential repaint, have compiled over 2,000 color schemes to provide you with a selection that appeals to homeowners. A beautiful and lasting paint job starts with quality PPG paint. For more information, phone 0455-0210 or visit CNS Paint, 6 Stars Avenue, Jacksonville, 504 Cedar Point Boulevard, Cedar Point, or 105 Wayne Drive in Morgan City, or online, cspaintcenter.com. CNS Paint, Jacksonville's premier paint store since 1957. Chico's Tires, 2320 Wilmington Highway is Jacksonville's oldest tire company, and now Jacksonville's newest tire company is Little Chico's, located at 1675 North Marine Boulevard. Little Chico's carries all the major brands and all sizes, such as Michelin, Goodyear, BF Goodrich. In addition to a great selection of new tires, Little Chico's tires starting at only $30. In addition to new and used tires, Little Chico's does brake service, minor auto and truck repair, and towing. So if you need tires, new or used, brake service, minor auto or truck repair, or if you need a tow, visit Jacksonville's newest tire store, Little Chico's, 1675 North Marine Boulevard. By phone 910-333-0473 for Little Chico's Tire Service, located at 1675 North Marine Boulevard, right here in Jacksonville.
Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, Power Washing, and Roofing specializes in residential and commercial interior and exterior painting. In fact, they paint most anything except cars, including homes, businesses, apartment complexes, decks, and they do minor repairs, wood repairs, pressure washing, waterproofing, and more, including storm repair and cleanup. Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, Power Washing, and Roofing, fully licensed, insured, and locally owned and operated by Roger Carroll Jr. References available and customer satisfaction is always guaranteed. So if you want it painted, maintained, power washed, or need a new roof, call Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, and Power Washing at 910-939-0749 or visit southerntouchpaintingnc.com. Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, Power Washing, and Roofing salutes our troops and is proud to be part of the continued growth of Onslow and surrounding counties.
Modern Exterminating, proudly serving Onslow and surrounding counties since 1952, asks you to join them in remembering all those that served our country and made the ultimate sacrifice to preserve our freedom this Memorial Day, May 27th. For 72 years being family owned and operated, Modern Exterminating has been protecting our citizens and property from rodents, termites, mosquitoes, fleas, and other pests. Being authorized to serve government quarters, Modern Exterminating also would like to thank the men and women presently serving our country. Once again, take time to remember the brave men and women who did not forget us this Memorial Day, May 27th. Modern Exterminating, 627 College Street in Jacksonville. The bug stops here.
If you're looking for a home or sell your house, why would you not pick a realtor that knows Eastern North Carolina? Candy Brown Thompson has lived her entire life in this area and knows the territory like the back of her hand. She's a realtor with Century 21 Champion in Jacksonville and is known as a professional that will do everything possible to find the right home to meet your needs. It matters not whether you're looking for a small starter home or you're ready for a larger home. Candy will stick her neck out and check out homes throughout the eastern part of the state. She's known to look high and low and show you as many houses as you want until you have found the perfect house you can turn into a home. Throughout the process, she'll treat you with grace, kindness, and integrity, and you'll love her sense of humor. For a realtor dedicated to her clients, give Candy Brown Thompson of Century 21 Champion a call at 910-787-5600. That's 910-787-5600.
Freedom 97.1 WSME.
It's live and local real talk on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
Well, week number 212 in the Donald Trump trial. Expected to resume today with Michael Cohen on the stand again for the third day of cross-examination by defense attorneys. Cohen, who previously served as Trump's lawyer and described himself as the former president's fixer, is set to take the stand about 8:45 this morning in a little less than an hour in Lower Manhattan. Cohen, who is said to be Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg's star witness, first, boy, that's going to be if he's the star witness, we got a bunch of losers. First took the stand a week ago, answering questions from New York prosecutors as they seek to make their case against the former president and presumptive Republican presidential nominee. I wonder why they keep saying that. I mean, there's a lot of time between now and the Republican primary, what do you call that thing? The gathering.
The National Convention?
That's the one.
Yes.
I knew you'd come up with it.
State convention is next week.
Yeah, well, I'm sure it's going to happen there, but I don't know what's going to happen. If he's found guilty, and lots of stuff has come out and shown, and when the jurors who will not be under a gag order after the trial, you can rest assured they're going to be asked a lot of questions. And then they're going to give what they saw as the evidence. That's the way I look at it. Of course, if he's found not guilty, they're going to do the same thing, which probably will set the stage one way or the other happen at the convention. Prosecutors must prove beyond a reasonable doubt that Trump falsified business records 34 times to conceal a $130,000 payment to Stormy Daniels, a porn performer, in the lead up to the 2016 election to silence her about an affair she claimed she had with Trump in 2006. And then she claimed she didn't. Now she's claiming she did. And then who knows about tomorrow? She'll change her hair and her story. Trump has pleaded not guilty to all charges and maintains his innocence. I didn't violate any law, Trump said after court on Thursday. This is a scam. He said that before. Trump's defense attorney, Todd Blanche, began his cross-examination of Cohen on Tuesday, continued through the day Thursday. Court did not meet Friday, so the former president could attend his youngest son, Barron Trump's high school graduation in Palm Beach. Court does not meet on Wednesdays. So Cohen has testified that he personally made the $130,000 payment to Daniels using a home equity line of credit in an effort to conceal the payment from his wife. Trump told Cohen to handle it, he said, and to prevent a negative story from coming out ahead of the election. So you're going to take out a home equity loan and pay off, what'd you call her?
Heidi Ho.
Okay, you're going to take out a home equity loan and pay $130,000, but Trump pays you $420,000 to handle it as your fee and for whatever and he did this to hide all of this from his wife. Now, right up front, we have a problem, do we not? In that relationship, and if he's that insecure and hiding that much stuff from his wife about their mortgage? I'm sorry. He is not the most, if I was the prosecutor, brag.
Would you, if somebody's attorney, go ahead, mortgage your house to get the money to pay off their problem?
No. Give me the money up front, honey.
That's right. It's like Trump didn't have the money?
I mean, you're talking about a multi-billionaire, supposedly, right?
Right.
So give me the money. Send it to me via, Western Union. I don't care. Give it to me. 5,000 in this from this account, 5,000 from that account. I don't care, so it doesn't show up.
That's right.
Then I go pay it. I don't have the money up front, Mr. Trump, to go pay this. Where am I going to get it?
I wouldn't be mortgaging my house.
Oh, heavens no.
No, that is ridiculous.
He did a lot of this, and he thought he was going to be made, Secretary of the State Department?
Something like that,
He was going to be Secretary of State, I think is what he thought he was going to be. But he was thinking maybe he'll make me Attorney General.
Well, he became Secretary of the prison, didn't he, there for a little while?
He's, whatever.
Sad state.
He said he was reimbursed $420,000 for the $130,000 he paid to Daniels. Somehow, none of these numbers are adding up. Is Trump a sleazeball? Likely. It's not illegal. Did he pay $130,000? Well, I'm sure $130,000 of that $420,000. But whose idea was it to pay Daniels? That's going to be number one. That was what I would want to know. Whose idea was it?
Really, 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 really think that everything is like a fine line in this one.
It's going to be I really think they're going to have a hard time finding enough evidence.
Breaking news.
In the jury room. What?
The Dally has been freed and it is being pushed back to the harbor now by the tugboats.
2 months later, right?
2 months later,
Yeah.
it has been freed.
Just think of all that cargo on that boat that hadn't got
They
to where it needed to
offloaded a
go.
lot of it, didn't they?
Not a lot,
it's a
just
whole
on the
bunch on
very
there.
front.
Yeah.
So they would have room to work.
Hope
but-
it was not perishable, or I hope
I was
they had.
gonna say.
I hope they had electricity running.
What
What
in the
is that?
world? I think he bit himself. He was chewing. Scared me.
Okay, poor little baby. We'll have to check that out. Let's take a break.
Yes.
You're live on Local Real Talk, Freedom 97.1, 1120 a.m., WSME.
WSME, Camp Lejeune, W246CJ, Jacksonville.
Fox News. I'm Chris Foster. The president of Iran is confirmed to be dead in a helicopter crash. Fox's Jonathan Savage.
President Ebrahim Raisi was traveling over Iran's northwest when his helicopter came down amid fog and heavy rain. After a massive hours-long search in mountainous terrain, news came through that he, Iran's foreign minister, and others were all dead. President Raisi was 63.
First Vice President Mohammed Bakber is acting president until elections are held. Former Trump attorney Michael Cohen is expected back on the stand this morning for more cross-examination at the former president's trial.
Is believed to be the prosecution's last witness. If that is the case, the defense will have the opportunity to begin calling their own witnesses to the stand. If they decide not to, closing arguments could begin as soon as Tuesday.
Fox's Ashley Strohmeyer. This will be Cohen's fourth day of testimony. America's listening to Fox News.
Freedom 97.1.
WSME.
It's live and local. Real talk.
Okie dokie, we're back live on Local Real Talk. And our little doggy doesn't look like he's got any issues.
Yeah, we're not sure what that was.
Don't know what that was.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I got a weird story.
Okay.
And I don't know if it's what I call this entitlement. What I call it, I get it. I'm not sure. Of course, it takes place in California. But so a San Francisco billionaire bought an oceanfront property. Okay.
Uh-huh.
He wants to keep people off the beach right near his house.
Yeah.
So, and he's apparently been fighting this fight for 15 years. And about 2 weeks ago, or maybe earlier this month, a California state judge ruled against him. So he wanted to throw out a lawsuit against him that says he cannot limit access to Martins Beach. Apparently, it's a popular surfing spot.
Mm-hmm.
So what this guy did, in 2008, he bought a house near the beach for $32.5 million. Okay.
Okay.
All right. After that, he built a gate on the road that leads to the cove, ensuring the public couldn't use that.
Whose property was the gate on?
Well, understanding it is his property. How
Public access.
They're saying the California Lands Commission says the public has access rights given state law and historical use. He owns the land. So the agency sued him. They've been fighting this since 2020. So then he had a couple of weeks ago, he had a hearing. He wanted the judge to reconsider. The judge was like, no. So, I mean, he is just determined not to let these surfers use that little walkie point to get down to the beach area.
Well, it's a lot like you go buy a piece of farmland out here in Onslow County. This has been tried too, by the way. You buy a chunk of farmland, a 50-acre tract of land, and there's right in the middle of that land is a family cemetery with a road leading to it.
Oh, wow.
It's on your property.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You cannot deny access to people who want to go to that cemetery.
Huh.
No gates, no fences, nothing else. That has to be available. Now, if you want to pay for everybody to move, good luck on that one, because you got to get a lot of permission for that to happen. That's just the way it is. And, you know,
right.
I'm sure that in North Carolina, you cannot own the property on the beach.
Right. Yeah, you can't have the beachfront property. Yeah.
You can have beachfront property, but you cannot have the beach itself.
Well, he was just trying to keep them from getting to the beach.
You can't do that
Put a
either.
gate up, the whole 9 yards. And in Malibu, there was a 40-year fight for access to Escondido Beach. And finally, last year, the two homeowners agreed to restore the access that had been blocked since the 80s. It had been 40 years they've been fighting over that. I mean, I guess if I paid $32 million, but at that point I would have bought me an island somewhere and just put my house on it. I mean, yeah, I mean, what? So, yeah. I wonder how much this is costing him.
Well, he's got the money or had it.
Well, yeah, I spent a lot on legal, I'm sure. And in Virginia, this is new. This is new news. A second grade teacher, I used to live, not this, it's Spotswood Elementary School. It's in Fredericksburg. A teacher got arrested last Thursday.
Oh my God.
For bringing, well, first of all, the school resource officer found her to be high on drugs in the classroom with the little second graders. Her husband was in the parking lot with their child, 2-year-old or whatever. They searched her classroom, found drugs in it. So they charged her with felony possession of Schedule 1 and 2 narcotics, felony child endangerment, and felony child neglect or abuse. Her husband's in a parking lot in a vehicle under the influence of drugs and had required medical attention. And a 2-year-old was in the car. The husband was arrested for felony child endangerment and felony child neglect or abuse. She's under no bond.
Yep, they gonna keep
because
her.
she's a teacher.
Well,
And-
she did it on school property.
That's what I'm saying. With kids in the classroom. And so then because some of it was fentanyl, I guess, they had to, the students they had to call medical personnel to check all the students out because they were worried about exposure because it's
Sure.
fentanyl. And the classroom had to be professionally cleaned. So the Spotsylvania Social Services and the school administration also assisted the sheriff's office there with arresting her. And, they're talking about how, the difference from when attending school compared to now is fentanyl. And they said, they were worried about the kids being exposed. And, parents are upset. I don't blame them. Yeah. I mean, come on now. I find it hard to believe this was the first time this woman was under the influence at school. If you're bold enough to do it in your classroom with second graders, I feel like she's done this before.
I really cannot understand it. I saw pictures of both of them. And,
yeah.
She looks the part. I'm sorry.
Yeah, she does.
You want
Yeah.
to profile somebody, she looks the part. I don't understand how that would have ever gotten that far. This was not a first time
I guarantee
offense,
this was not.
and it
Yeah.
wasn't her first go round, not her first rodeo, none of that. So, yeah, glad they got her.
Yeah.
If she's guilty, maybe she'll get some help.
Hope so.
If she's guilty, when she's found guilty,
Mhm.
hopefully they'll make sure she gets some help. But there go her days. That is one career shot.
Oh yeah, she's done.
Nowhere.
Yes,
I hope not.
absolutely.
Oh,
yeah.
So,
Yeah, I agree.
okay, EVs are a big deal, right?
To a lot of people, they are.
Yeah, I mean, that's
I'm anti-EV, but
a lot
yes.
of the big conversation
Uh-huh.
since Biden's platform 4 years ago. He's gonna go green, and we're gonna get rid of all them gas-powered cars, lawnmowers, board motors, and chainsaws, and else, and then we're gonna make it all electricity.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't going over that well.
No.
I guess that was his key pillar as part of his campaign agenda, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's bet big on getting rid of gas-powered cars. He's bet a lot of the everything. He's bet his future on it.
Mm-hmm.
It's not happening. Car dealers are rebelling.
Well, because of, and I'll tell you what I think opened a lot of them's eyes. It's what happened this past winter when it got so cold that the batteries froze and
Yeah.
everything else froze on them. People's cars wouldn't work.
Well, batteries do not hold y'all, even in lead acid batteries, okay,
Mhm.
the good old fashioned lead acid batteries, they don't hold a charge very long. It takes more power to start a car or get one running when it's cold.
Well, yeah,
And
even when
the
you
battery-
fly.
And when the batteries
Yeah.
are cold, it's even worse.
Yep.
So, sorry. So that's a bit of a problem.
Mhm.
New survey of Americans conducted by the car insurance app Jerry. I've never heard of it, but I guess there's one out there. I don't do apps, so I don't know. Republicans are slightly policies. 39% saying the issue will be a factor in determining who they vote for in the upcoming election. 32% of Democrats are motivated to vote, and of course, they will be voting because they support this. 39% of the Republicans will be voting against it. In other words, against Biden. That's while Democrats twice as likely to say they would consider an EV as their next vehicle, 48% of them, compared to 22% of Republicans. A majority, 53% of Democrats who said they are not willing to buy an electric car, said they want to stick with gas-powered vehicles because they grew up with them. 53% of Democrats don't want to switch vehicles.
Change is hard.
That's just more than change. That's a revolution.
True.
I'm not sure how nostalgic some of this stuff is going to be, but I don't know. I was at one of our car dealers, one of our sponsors, Friday. I was there with Hollywood doing a couple hours worth of remote from National Dodge. I will tell you what, I got a little nostalgia going on right then and there.
Oh, yes.
Unfortunately, the last of the Chargers and Challengers have been built.
That's right.
They're going and going.
They're done.
National bought 100 of them right off the bat.
Wow.
They're down to half of that number now.
Yeah.
I looked at one of those. I saw a Challenger up close and personal. I'm like, this is such a gorgeous car. It felt like looking inside it. I wanted to get inside, but I was afraid I would. And it looked like a cockpit of plush corporate jet.
Yes.
It was beautiful inside. The interior was done.
Was it a Hellcat?
I don't know whether this was a Hellcat. I don't think so. I don't know. I think it's an STD. They're all going away.
Yep, they are. I think 2024 was the last year of manufacture. So,
But they got still got 50 of them out there on the lot. Honey, your birthday's coming up. Guess what I'm gonna buy us for your birthday?
Uh-huh.
So anyway, wow. I don't know. I don't see the people jumping up and down to go onto this EV route. There will be some to go, and some have gone. I know a couple of people who have gone and they switched back. The cars are great for short distances. If you've got routine travel of 125 miles or so, like going to Raleigh. If you have to go to Raleigh and back over the week, during the week, you got to stay there part of the week or whatever, like some legislators do, 125, 140 miles. You can go there, charge your car up while you're there, and come home with it too. And that is a great savings. I think where the rubber's going to meet the road is when they get these hybrids together. Part electric, part gas.
Right.
That's going to be what will save face for Biden if the companies will be allowed to do that. I don't know how many companies are willing to invest in a long-term investment in only EVs, even the manufacturers. They're going to have to a certain extent, based upon current mandates. Of course, we do know that January 21st next year, all of that could change.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yep.
So hopefully the car manufacturers have still got gasoline cars on the drawing board so that it can, switch gears and get back and doing business. Don't know.
Right.
Got a caller. Good morning. Who's this?
Hi, good morning. This is Bill.
Hey, Bill. How are you?
How's the boat? Good. I hadn't been watching any of the stuff for that trial for Donald Trump there, but has his wife sort of is she still with him as far as very visible and before she was part of Donald Trump as far as his likability and appeal.
Oh, public appearances, she was always there. Yes.
On this.
I do not know whether she's been in the court or not. Has she?
No, she's not.
I didn't think so.
Yeah, no, it made me wonder because she used to be part of his, I think, appeal to a lot of the people. And then, and especially with some of the foreign diplomacy, visiting other presidents,
sure,
et cetera. She was very impressive. And I don't know if that'll hurt him in the election or not.
I think that in this case, personally speaking, when he's accused of being involved with the hooker, like he has been, if she's sitting in the courtroom during that time, all eyes are going to be on her.
That's right.
Not paying any attention to the evidence that's being presented. I'm talking about the jurors as well. And you can rest assured that every media representative would be all over that. And at the time that Mr. Trump, Mr. Cohen said that he paid that hooker $130,000, the First Lady was cringing. You could see it in her eyes.
That would be the news media.
How untastefully this was to her.
She got up and walked out.
I can hear stories
Well,
now.
you know, they said that Stormy went into a lot of personal detail about their encounter that night.
Oh, she went into a lot of personal detail about her entire life.
Oh, yeah.
So, and the judge says, "What is this all about? And why hasn't anybody objected?" Because
Seriously.
we want to let the jury hear it, because it's just not helping.
We want the smut.
Yeah.
We want the smut.
Yeah, just let the jury hear it. I mean, that's what the defense said. Let the jury hear it and say, what is this? What is the relevancy of any of this? And that's what I asked. We've had several people to say the same thing. What is the relevancy of all of this with the charges that he's got against him?
It's just
it seems like that's more of a, like I always would say, a National Enquirer kind of thing.
It is.
You know, just for the smut news, as it would, to put that and get people to read, etc.
There is the Playboy version of the men's magazines, as they used to be called, and then there's the Hustler version. This is the Hustler version of the of the whole trial.
Yeah, I don't know. It seems that it's just there's a lot of effort not to get him elected, and this
no
is
kidding.
It just seems to be one of those things added to it. So,
all right.
Well, anyway, I just wanted to see if that was she was sticking by him, and hopefully,
We'll wait and see how it happens. Thank you, Bill.
Yeah. Yes.
Have a good week. You're live in local Real Talk, Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME, freedom971.com. Heard around the WSME971.com. Heard around the world.
97.1 WSME.
Providence Bank, formerly Coastal Bank and Trust, would like to take this opportunity to remember and recognize all those that served and continue to serve our country to protect our freedoms this Memorial Day, May 27th. Providence Bank also thanks you for trusting and allowing them the privilege of handling all your banking needs. With locations in Jacksonville, Holly Ridge, Richlands, and Morehead City, Providence Bank is the premier community bank from the capital to the coast. Providence Bank is proud to be a part of the continued growth of Onslow, Carteret, and surrounding counties, and we look forward to meeting you. Providence Bank was ranked in the top 4 for overall performance in North Carolina every year from 2014 to 2023. Once again, happy Memorial Day from Providence Bank. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Bayshore Animal Hospital is excited to announce that they have moved to their new forever location, 623 East Saviston Drive in Swansboro. Bayshore Animal Hospital may be Onslow County's most complete veterinary clinic, offering small animal and equine medicine at a new state-of-the-art facility. Dr. Timothy Pearson is an equine practitioner. In addition to equine medical and dental services, Bayshore Animal Hospital continues to give compassionate care for all your furry, four-legged family members. You see, at Bayshore Animal Hospital, they treat pets like family. Sea dogs, devil dogs, cool cats, and horses. Welcome. Dr. Gina Francis, Timothy Pearson, and staff are ready to provide your pet with the best possible care today. Stop by Bayshore Animal Hospital now at their new location, 623 East Saviston Drive, Swansboro. Phone 910-939-5298. Or if you'd like, you can visit them online to find out more about Bayshore Animal Hospital at BayshoreAnimalHospitalNC.com. Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry, where we love to make you smile. We'll be working with Doctors Kim and Tommy Morgan, formerly Morgan Family Dentistry. The Jacksonville and Richlands Morgan offices of Lane & Associates Family Dentistry blends the latest technology with personal care and attention, so you have an amazing dental experience. Associates welcome all ages and accepts all major insurance, including military. Lane & Associates Family Dentistry has been serving the state of North Carolina for over 40 years, with 2 locations in Jacksonville, Richlands, and Maysville. Call for an appointment today at 877-LANE-DDS or online at lanedds.com. Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry.
The best deal for the grill is at Jones LP Gas and Oil Company each Friday. Every Friday from 8 a.m. till closing at 5, Jones LP Gas and Oil Company will fill your 20-pound LP gas grill cylinder for only $11. You right? Each Friday till closing, you can have your 20-pound LP gas cylinder filled for only $11 at Jones Gas and Oil Company, 3881 Wilmington Highway in heart of Verona. In addition to saving money on your LP gas for the grill, Jones Gas and Oil is your full-service gas and oil company serving residential, commercial, and agricultural gas and oil needs, as well as gas appliances, LP replacement, parts, fill cylinders, and tankless water heaters, and they offer a 10% military discount on installation. Remember to get that cylinder filled every Friday until closing for only $11. Jones Gas and Oil Company, 3881 the Old Wilmington Highway, Verona. Phone 910-346-6384.
There's no doubt about it. Some of the best pizza in our area is at Pizza Village, 811 West Main Street in Beulahville. Their staff takes this opportunity to thank those that have served and are serving today, this Memorial Day, May 27th. Dine at Pizza Village in Beulahville for true Italian cuisine and enjoy their daily lunch buffet featuring pizza, spaghetti, and salad bar. Serving true Italian in a down-home country atmosphere, Pizza Village is open Monday through Saturday from 11 till 9:30. 4:30 till 9:30. Pizza Village does have a private room for any holiday party or event. Locally owned and operated for over 37 years, Pizza Village, 811 West Main Street, Beulahville, asks you to remember those that didn't forget us this Memorial Day, May 27th.
It's live and local Real Talk on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
All right, we're back, and we're trying to check and see if Shockwave got into anything that was not nice in here. We don't know yet. You got to get back up to weather. Got out of control. Marine forecast brought to you by Community Prevention Services of Jacksonville. If you're experiencing what you think may be PTSD, you've heard a lot about it. A lot of folks in the area experience it. You might want to consider getting help identifying the issues that you're experiencing. At Community Prevention Services, the counselors can not only help with the diagnosis, but they will help you understand what the causes are. Hopefully, you can work together for a treatment plan and take care of this problem, or at least bring it under control so you can recognize it and know what to do when it strikes. Onslow County ranks 3rd for PTSD cases among all ages across the entire state, 3rd in the per capita reporting of PTSD. Last year, there were 17 confirmed cases per 100,000 population here in Onslow. Most everyone understands that not everyone experiencing symptoms actually seeks help, and therefore their cases go unreported. Kelly, how many unreported cases, what percentage of the cases, only 17 out of every 100,000 are reported here in Onslow. How many do you think would be realistic? People who experiences some of the symptoms.
That have not reported?
That have not reported.
Oh, geez. I would say in this area alone, veterans, military, and just general public, easily 70, 80 cases.
At least.
Uh-huh.
I think that would be low.
I mean, I have a caseload right now of 20, just for that alone. And that's adults and kids.
We think every 4th of July, with every celebration involving fireworks, we think about it and we remind people,
yes,
don't set off fireworks at your backyard. There are a lot of prior military, current military,
correct,
living around you. A lot of people who have been in situations,
yes, big time,
where they don't sleep a lot because of boom booms happening.
4th of July is not a good time for especially our veterans and our active duty military who are experiencing have been.
So
yeah, it's not a good time.
If you think you may be experiencing some symptoms, reach out. At least reach out. Community Prevention Services right here in Jacksonville, located at 918 Henderson Drive. They're there to help you. Give them a call and they'll sit down, work with you. You can make an appointment. They'll sit down and work with you to find out if you are indeed experiencing PTSD or whether there's some other issue. PTSD can, I would think some of the symptoms would be anxiety, depression,
Difficulty sleeping,
difficulty sleeping, would be one for sure.
agitation. I mean, a lot
Strange
of things.
noises suddenly coming up behind you.
Startled.
Don't walk up behind a vet or somebody else that you do not know
No,
their
don't do that.
situation
Not
and
good.
go boo or bang.
Yeah, not good.
Don't pop a balloon. Don't do any of that stupid stuff.
Mhm.
I'm sure you've seen some of those actions, and some people think they're just funny. There's some people some people react in a different way.
A lot of domestic violence victims have untreated PTSD because one of the hallmarks for this diagnosis is you have to have it directly experienced or witnessed an event that could be a serious injury or death.
Call Community Prevention Services. Do it today. 910-353-0972. Set up an appointment. Go by. They accept most insurance companies if that's one of your hang. Winds 15 to 20 knots today. A few gusts up to 25 to 5 feet, 2 to 3 near shore. There will be 4-foot waves coming from the southeast, about 5 seconds apart, meeting up with some 1-foot choppy waves from the southwest every 4 seconds. Sounds and rivers choppy. Tuesday, tomorrow, looking pretty good. Northeasterly winds 10 to 15 knots, seas 2 to 3, wave detailed northeasterly waves. 3-footers at about 7 seconds apart, meeting up with some southeasterly waves, 1 foot at 10 seconds. Sounds and rivers a moderate chop. Northeasterly winds on Wednesday, about 5 knots, becoming southeasterly in the afternoon, seas 2 to 3 feet. Sounds and rivers flat, increasing to a light chop in the afternoon.
Today, mostly sunny, high of 70. Tonight, mostly clear, low of 55. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy, then becoming sunny with a high of 81. Tomorrow night, mostly clear, low of 58. Wednesday, sunny, high of 85 with calm winds.
55 tonight. I love it.
It was about 55, 54 on my deck this morning when I first got up.
It was,
That was chilly.
57 when I went
cold.
out the
Felt
front door.
good.
It felt great.
Somebody was asking me about our caller this over the weekend, and we were chatting about him, and I said, no, we do not pay him to call. Hey, Theo, how you doing?
Hey,
Good morning,
Theo.
deplorables.
How are you, sir?
Good. I got a song for Lee. Lee, listen.
Okay. Sounds like Tina.
Private dancer, Tina
Yeah.
Turner.
Yeah. So I thought it was.
What is it? Your time is up?
No,
Yeah.
private dancer.
Lee,
Private Dancer by Tina Turner.
Lee,
Yes.
You can call Stormy Daniels as many names as you want, but she was a private dancer. She was 26 years old while he was 60. He just had a baby boy 4 or 5 months ago. He was making time with McDougal for 10 months at the time, and he was using a private dancer for his whatever you want to call it. But you can call any name. She was 6 years old that time.
She was a porn star.
Theo,
She had
what
sex on
woman?
camera.
What woman in her right mind goes to a man's hotel room
Agreed.
to have dinner with him
Agreed.
and not think that he's not going to make advances on her? I mean, come on, get real.
Listen, she knew that.
That's
He-
right.
That night was for
She's a
dinner.
hoe.
He said there was no dinner, and he uncovered himself. Okay, so that's what happened.
Did
Okay,
she
so what
uncover
are you gonna
herself?
do about it?
Did she uncover herself?
I have no idea. Not
Ultimately-
that night, I don't think that night.
But Theo, ultimately, she had sex with the man.
That's what she
Yes, but
says.
she's a private dancer. Yes.
I think it was
We
more than
already know
dancing.
that. We know that.
Private dancers don't necessarily have sex with guys.
you're
do they?
dancing around the
Okay,
house.
you know what I'm talking about. You're calling all kinds of names, okay?
I said
She
her-
was only 26 years old. That was her business. She was. She had a son. She had to support. Her mother was gone, and that was her business. Wait, we have a problem with that?
So now she's got to brag about it, make money off of
so
it?
you're thinking that Trump
let
should
me-
not be supporting a hooker?
Listen, let me ask you a question.
Of course, he
Lee.
has a son.
If
My goodness.
If those
Need some
three
help.
stories came out, the Stormy Daniels, the McDougal, and the doorman about some kind of love child, okay, those three stories, if they would have come out showing his character while his wife was pregnant, had a baby, okay, would you have voted for him anyway?
Yeah. So you're trying to say that prostitution's okay?
He wants
Some
to know if
women,
you
that's
think
how they make their
prostitution is
living.
okay.
You got a problem with that?
It's not my thing. That's
okay,
for sure.
Your thing, but that's all they know.
Is
Would
it?
you have voted if those three stories that were catch and kill, would you have voted for Donald Trump knowing what he did in 2006?
In 2006?
He did it in 2006, but he was running in 2015. Would you have voted for him if those three stories came out a couple weeks or two before the election? Of course you would have voted
Probably
because
so,
you don't
yep.
care about that stuff.
No,
Of
it's
course
just
you-
3
all
weeks
three
before
of
the
you-
election.
All three
Let's-
of you would have voted. Even if those stories came out, you would have still voted for him. And you always say, well, look for the person's character when you vote. Don't look at don't look at anything else, but look at his character. Just like you're talking about term
never
limits,
said
and you
that.
really don't mean it. You just talk about it, but you don't mean it.
I've never said look at their character. I said look at the best person for the job.
Yeah,
That involves
okay,
a lot more
exactly.
than
You
just
look for the
character.
best person, his character, everything.
Well,
okay?
in the
if
case
those
of-
three stories came out, all right? Now, as far as the money, Rayford, you
Yes.
still don't know why they paid him $400. You should look into where that money went, why they paid him over $400, $400,000. Check it out.
Well, I can tell you what's on the check stubs.
Legal services.
The check stubs are $35,000 for 11 or 12 months. Why do you
11
think
times.
Donald Trump
11
Donald Trump
times.
doesn't pay any money for anything?
It's
Why
called-
would you think he would go pay over $400,000?
Because
Why?
he, do you know what a retainer is for a lawyer?
Okay, all right, okay. Check it out. Weisselman wrote a note on why they paid him over $400,000. Check that note, and you'll find out why they paid him. Okay?
It's listed as a retainer. I do not know anything else except what Cohen is saying.
There's a bonus in there because he wasn't going to work for them anymore, and there's money for tax for New York when you make that kind of money. Check it out, please, okay? And you let us know tomorrow why they paid over $400,000.
I will never be able to figure out why they paid Cohen over 400 grand for
Okay,
anything.
Certainly wasn't worth it.
All right. So,
And I can't see why you paid a hooker $130,000 to keep her mouth shut either.
well, they paid $150,000 for McDougal. They paid the doorman $30,000. We're talking about a lot of money they had to pay on those three cases.
To keep them from talking.
So the girls wanted money when they found out he was running for office. They wanted money. They want their story told, and he wanted to
one
shut
question.
it down. And that's how they shut it down.
I have one
Cohen
question.
Took care of one, and David Pecker took care of the other one.
Okay.
One
Lee
question
has a
for
question.
you, Theo. If Donald Trump was a Democrat, would you feel the same way?
I would not vote for him. I told you about when what's his name was running for Senate against
Edwards.
Tom Tillis. I told you, get him out of there, the Democrat that was found with his pants down, having
John
an affair
Edwards.
with somebody. Okay? I don't go for that at all. I don't care if he's a Democrat or a Republican. If you can't run for office without some skeletons, or if you can't run your office unless you're on the stock market or you're doing womenizing and all that, we don't need you. We don't want you. Out of 320,000 people, we got to have some decent people that are squeaky clean.
We're going to have an empty
Just
Congress
like
when we
Melendez
vote that.
over there in New Jersey. Get him out there.
Just saying.
Get him out of there. Do you think I want somebody like that involved in gold and stuff like that? No. Get out.
What did you feel about Bill Clinton?
Get him out.
JFK.
Okay? I didn't care about Clinton because he couldn't keep his pants on for the lousy 4 years he was president. So how many good things? You always remember the bad things. You don't Remember the good things, but you can do one bad thing out of 10 good things. You remember the one bad thing.
And that's what you're
the way I
doing.
feel.
That's so
Okay?
typical.
Yep.
All right, Theo.
Okay.
Thank you, Theo.
All right.
Take
Take
care.
it easy.
Bye-bye. Got another caller. Good morning. I didn't recognize the number, I don't think. Good morning. Who's this?
Good morning.
Yeah.
I'm doing good. I missed Theo. And a little of my thunder was just taken with Bill Clinton. But so here's the deal. Here's the difference. When Clinton did his stuff, he was in office. When Trump's alleged incidences occurred, he was not in office. And it's going to you remember one bad thing versus 10 good things. Look at all the accomplishments Donald Trump did. Our economy was better. Our borders were safer. Everything was much better. I'm not sure what Clinton did, but again, the key difference is Trump was not president at the time. And does Theo, just a little FYI, during the many of her times that Monica and Bill got together, besides the, his famous quote of, "It all depends what you define sex as."
Yep. Got a joke about that. I won't use it.
Oh, Lord. Please.
Yeah. Hillary was in the White House 7 of the times that the two of them were having their little whatever he wants to call it in the White House. So
she was probably relieved.
I'm
probably relieved. But the whole thing is all political. Just like yesterday, the guy, his name, the guy that's supposed to be leading our country,
Biden.
Dr. Joe Biden. Thank you. I thought you'd get that little kick out of that. I did. He was saying that he hears what all the protesters are saying, and he's asked for Israel to not do anything else.
Yeah.
He's been saying that it doesn't take the college students that are protesting to do what they're doing for him to go to a college and say, I understand that. The only good thing is he did not say he was appointed to Morehouse. In case anybody fails to recall that he told the United States Naval graduating class that he was appointed to the Naval Academy. And one last thing, I've got to ask Theo this. What's his opinion? I know we won't hear it till tomorrow. What's his opinion on the fact that Biden is trying to use executive privilege, which all the major news organizations are that filed a lawsuit under the Freedom of Information Act, that he doesn't want the interview brought out? Let him just be truthful, and everybody will be right when he's gone in January of 2024.
January 2025.
I thank you. Thank you.
We're moving. We're just trying to move ahead real fast.
Yeah.
we're all caught up in this time warp for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Y'all have a great week.
Thank you, Chris. You too. Let's take a break. You're live and local Real Talk Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME.
WSME.
Onslow County Motor Company asks you to join them in remembering those that gave their all to preserve our most prized possession, our freedom, this Memorial Day, May 27th. If you are looking to purchase a pre-owned car, truck, or SUV without the high pressure, Onslow County Motor Company, 639 Lejeune Boulevard, may be the dealership for you. At Onslow County Motor Company, they want to help you buy a car, truck, or SUV, not just sell you one. Buying a car, truck, or SUV should be enjoyable, and the folks at Onslow County Motor Company will do their best in making your car buying experience fun and relaxed. Check out their inventory online at ocmc.us or visit them at 1639 Lejeune Boulevard. All vehicles are hand selected and a standard warranty comes with most vehicles, with extended warranties available, and Carfax is free. Stop by and visit Ben, Brandon, Travis, or Terry. They will gladly answer all your questions about a particular model.
Financing? Well, Zeke will finance most anybody. Great selection, great people. Onslow County Motor Company, 1639 Lejeune Boulevard, Jacksonville, where customers send their friends. Phone 910-355-7066. Onslow County Motor Company asks you to join them in honoring those that made the ultimate sacrifice this Memorial Day, May 27th.
Tammy Fry Allstate Swansboro can save you money on your automobile insurance with new options that are available now. Tammy Fry Allstate Swansboro goes the extra mile to make sure you are in good hands, like helping you customize your auto, home, and windstorm coverage with their Write Your Own Home policy. Yes, save even more when you bundle your home, auto, boat, motorcycle, and even your golf cart. Remember, if it rolls or floats, call Tammy for a quote. You and everything you own are in good hands with Tammy Fry Allstate Swansboro. Save more money on your automobile insurance today with Tammy Fry Allstate. Phone 910-326-5383 today. Tammy Fry Allstate, 638 West Corbett Avenue in the friendly city by the sea, Swansboro.
For 40 years now, people throughout Jacksonville and Onslow County have trusted Barnes Diamond Gallery for all their jewelry needs for every special occasion. They understand that every day is a special event for someone, whether celebrating a wedding, anniversary, birthday, or graduation. Let Barnes Diamond Gallery custom design something for you. Barnes Diamond Gallery does on-site repair in addition to their quality and selection of diamonds, diamond fashion bands, pendants, watches, earrings, gemstone rings, and necklaces for anyone for any occasion. Major credit cards accepted. Layaway available. Barnes Diamond Gallery offers appraisals and paid top market prices for gold and silver. Barnes Diamond Gallery, 461 Western Boulevard, Suite 120, Jacksonville, open 9:30 to 5:30, Monday through Friday.
Have you gotten your copy of Topsail Times newspaper this week? If not, did you know that Topsail Times is Topsail area's only local newspaper in print? Started a little over a year ago, we now have over 1,500 online subscribers and 5,000 printed copies that go out every 2 weeks. And we never charge our readers. Information should be free to our readers, and we stick by that. Looking for an idea for date night? Want to learn some local history? Your pet. These things and more are available in each copy of the top. Want to get the word out about your business? We offer great rates for full color ads, and the online paper version is always included for free. Need help designing the perfect ad? We can do that too. We're always looking for human interest stories, so start writing. And we love local photos too. Check out our website at topsailtimes.net, where you can find out where to pick up a copy or check out our latest publication online.
Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning, your trusted local Carrier indoor weather team. Serving all of your heating and air conditioning needs since 1967, now offers residential and commercial duct and dryer vent cleaning, and now offers expert residential and commercial plumbing service. In case of a power outage due to a storm or for any reason, be prepared with a Generac generator for your home or business. Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning has Generac generators in stock ready to install today. Remember, better breathing comes with cleaner air. Let Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning improve the air quality in your home or business with professional air duct cleaning. As always, Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning is available 24/7 for all your heating, cooling, and plumbing emergency needs. Turn to the Carrier experts. Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning, with locations in Jacksonville and Hempstead. Visit online, humphreyheating.com, and follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning since 1967. Relax, we're on the way.
Hello, shoppers. Take advantage of the following specials and many more at your locally owned and operated Piggly Wiggly store down home down the street, where good things cost less, Main Street in Maysville. Half-cut boneless and strip loin, just $7.99 a pound. Family pack boneless is 2 beef, just $4.99 a pound. Half-cut pork, $6.99 a pound. Bone-in, center-cut thick pork chops, just Springer Mountain Farms. Frying thighs and drumsticks, just $1.29 a pound. And remember, the beef and pork is cut fresh every day by the butchers at your Maysville Piggly Wiggly, and they use only the finest and certified Angus beef and Sanderson Farm chicken. Over in the garden, fresh Georgia blueberries, just $2.99 a pint. Jumbo Athena cantaloupes are just $3.99 each. Sweet Vidalia onions, just $1.49 a pound. How about yellow or zucchini squash, $1.79 a pound. Sweet grape tomatoes, just $1.99 a pint. And a 5-pack of yellow, white, or bicolor corn is only $3.99. And fresh strawberries are just $2.99 a pound. And you get 3 6-packs of the half-liter size Coke or Sprites for just $12. That's your locally owned and operated Piggly Wiggly store down the street where good things cost less in downtown Main Street in Maysville. Remember, say big with the pig.
It's live and local. Real talk on Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME.
Okie dokie, we're back and we have a caller, Robin. Hey, Robin, what's up?
Hey, good morning, guys. I just wanted to wish my sweetheart happy birthday.
You're welcome. Thank you.
I appreciate that. Here.
What's that?
She took off.
She left.
Oh, well, anyway, but I just wanted to wish her a happy birthday, and we had a good time in Myrtle Beach. Took her to her favorite place, Top Golf. She loved that. And then, of course, Rio's, where she ate, and it was a lot of fun. We didn't realize it was Bike Week. I had totally forgotten about Bike Week. So we got to sit out. But we got to sit outside and watch some of the neat motorcycles drive by us. And let's just say it was very entertaining, to say the least. Some of the outfits people were wearing. But other than that, I know she's listening. I just wanted to wish her a happy birthday. Also, just a reminder, tonight we've got a Board of Commissioners meeting tonight. And we'll be conducting business tonight. And then I think shortly after that, after the meeting, there is a function for Congressman Murphy that we'll be attending. So I just wanted to let the public know that.
Okay. Yeah, that's at 6 o'clock, I think.
6 to 8 is Congressman Murphy's thing.
Yeah, our meeting is at 6 o'clock. And so some of us will be going to the meeting. And then once the meeting is over with, then we'll drive out there to meet and greet Congressman Murphy. It's always good to have him in town.
Yep.
Always good to speak to him for sure. So we're kind of excited about that. But I just want the listening audience to know that about the VOC. So tune in tonight if you can on TV and watch your government work.
All right. Channel 10 tonight at 6.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
We had another caller, but he hung up. Hot time in Indonesia over the weekend. A volcano erupted there. Residents of 7 villages within a nearly 4-mile radius of a volcano on the remote island of Halmahera in Indonesia were evacuated after it erupted and spewed ash more than 2 miles into the sky. Whew. Reuters reported that Mount Ibu erupted Saturday night, turning the sky into a spectacle of gray ash spewing out of the volcano's center, with flashes of purple lightning. Wow. Yeah. Purple haze. Police, military, and search and rescue services went to the area to evacuate the residents from surrounding villages. This was the second time the volcano erupted last week and the third in the month of May. Not sure about you, but there must be somewhere else to live other than that location.
I would think so.
Here's a song if our buddies over there, Cowboy Earl and John Jones over at Earl Jones. Here's a song title for him: "Living in the Ashen Shadow of a Volcano."
Oh, no. No way. I'll tell you. You ever think about how lucky we are where we live?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll take the hurricanes anytime.
Yes.
Okay, let's see. We have Steve on the line. I think, Steve, good morning.
Good morning, guys. How y'all doing today?
Doing fine. Well, after I checked the hospitals, you weren't there.
Actually, I was.
Oh, were you?
No, I fell and hurt my hip, and I've been at the every morning
Oh,
for the last
no.
week or so. And
You doing
that's where I
better?
was this morning, just heading home now.
What did you fall from and onto?
Second step onto the hardwood floor,
Ouch.
landed on my hip, and yeah, it's I reckon I'm gonna have to go get an X-ray tomorrow. I was hoping it was just my back. I've had issues with my back my whole life, so I was going to the chiropractor every day last week, and it's yeah, one of them things.
Yeah, I understand. I do understand.
I'll know
Trust me.
more. I was gonna say I'll know more tomorrow after they take some pictures and stuff.
I hope everything works out.
If they need to help them with surgery, I've got all sorts of power tools around here. I'll be glad.
I hear you. I've never had so much as a stitch, so I'm not really wanting to talk about surgeries.
Oh, let me tell you about the situation.
I know you know firsthand.
Disgustingly so, yeah.
Of course, I heard y'all talking about the old Orange Jesus this morning, and got me thinking.
I like that name.
You know,
OJ.
I've said it before, I'll say it again. It's just more good examples of his bad character. And as far as the people who are testifying against him, a person of bad character has to surround himself with people with bad character, because people with good character will tell on them. So, I mean, it only goes, it just proves more of the fact of his bad character of the people that he surrounded himself with.
Well, some of the characters, the bad characters he's surrounding himself with, I guess they wobble back and forth between good and bad character persona, because they keep changing their stories.
They're completely self-serving, and they will tell the truth when it serves them.
Gotcha. I like that.
Yeah, that's all.
Now
I have lied. And I can't tell you they're not lying now. How do you know? They're liars.
Yeah.
They're people with bad character. So I fully understand you being skeptical of them, but that just makes Trump look even worse.
I'm not. If you don't think I'm skeptical of Trump, you haven't been listening very much.
You can go, look how corrupt this person testifying against him is, to make him look honest.
No, not at all.
In my view.
No.
Yeah. So, but anyway, like I say, and to Chris this morning, man, the best thing we could have done to get rid of Joe Biden was to have a decent Republican candidate.
Well, we've said that all along, that we didn't have any choices.
I know he thinks Trump's a good candidate, but he lost once already, and then he's got a lot of bad marks on him since then.
Well, let's see. Biden also lost to run for presidency once, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do what?
Biden also lost when he ran for president.
Yeah, I get that, but he didn't lose against Trump. So I just think that the Republican front runner, as far as the candidate goes, is a poor bet. I mean, if you just look at this, the statistics, on what they're dealing with. But anyway, that was my 2 cents worth. Is that we're taking our eyes off the main focus, which is that Trump is a person of extremely bad character, and not to mention that he was going to go to his son's graduation. He didn't seem to make it to that. That didn't seem to be one of his concerns.
He was there. Yeah. I just looked at pictures and a news story on it. He was sitting right there with Melania.
He was in a different state that day.
I'm showing pictures and news reports on stories on him.
I'll look into it, because the news story all weekend was that he didn't show up. He was in Michigan, I think it was, doing a rally. And now I know I've seen him at the rally in Michigan, because he about turned the podium over.
What day was the rally?
It was the day of the.
Okay, which day was the graduation, and which day was the rally?
I would have to look at that to be sure.
Okay. So I don't know. I'm just asking because I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm asking.
I think it was Friday, but I may be wrong on that. I don't want to misspeak on that.
Okay.
Yeah, there was a lot of online claims that he wasn't going to go. I'm looking at a story right now by the BBC.
So he was there.
There's a picture of him right there.
All right,
Steve. Well, bravo for that. He did make it to one of his kids'
I hope he did.
Check it out.
That could have been a problem in court with a judge.
Yeah. No, they didn't have court Friday.
But I'll check that one myself, because I don't want to misspeak. I may have
Thank you, Steve.
on that one.
Good luck at the dock.
Yeah, good luck. Let us know.
Y'all have a blessed day.
You too.
You're live and local Real Talk Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME.
Freedom 97.1 WSME.
If you plan to rebuild, remodel, repair, or do cottage or home improvements, Williams Hardware, 3011B Bridges Street, Morris City, should be your first. Williams Hardware carries power tools and equipment, chains and fasteners, plumbing and electrical supplies, along with Gerber, Buck, and Case knives. Williams Hardware is your helpful, handy hardware store. Williams Hardware cuts glass to size and cuts and threads pipe. When the chores are done and the cleanup is finished, light up that Wilmington grill from Williams Hardware. Williams Hardware, 3011B Bridges Street, Morris City, open Monday through Saturday from 7:30 to 6 p.m. and Sundays for your convenience, noon till 5. Phone Williams Hardware, 252-726-7158.
Looking for a job? Full-time? Part-time? Il Cigno Italiano Restaurant wants you. We're currently hiring for hostesses, servers, bartenders, and dishwashers. Il Cigno Italiano is a family-owned, fast-paced restaurant that offers the best in fine dining on the Crystal Coast. If you're hardworking, reliable, professional, and have a desire to always strive for better, make great money and be a part of an outstanding, dedicated team. Italiano on West Corbin Avenue in Swansboro. Mills International Incorporated, your local Cub Cadet dealer, is ready for spring. And you should be too, with the Cub Cadet Ultima Series. Come today and see how these zero-turn mowers have stepped up control from traditional lap to a familiar steering wheel experience. Four-wheel control provides precision, maneuverability, and stability on a variety of terrains, including hills up to 20 degrees. Adjustable automotive-inspired high-back seat lets you comfortably cut at your maximum speed, while a heavy-duty mowing deck powers your yard for a premium cut. Combine steering wheel control with premium features of the Cub Cadet Ultima Series, and you get a zero-turn mower ready to unlock the possibilities of your lawn. Head to your local Cub Cadet dealer, Mills International Incorporated, at 801 South Queen Street, Kinston, for exceptional offers, expert advice, and a superior service. Mohawk All Pet Protection and Warranty is the only cover protection and warranty for all pets, all accidents, all the time. Because your pets are family members too. No matter how you live, we've got you covered. Soft, luxurious, smart strand forever clean carpet. Gorgeous, durable, Solitech luxury tile. Mohawk has the ultimate floor for every room in your home that's suitable for all pets. For details, contact Watkins Floor Covering online at WatkinsNewFloor.com. Watkins Floor Covering, thanking you for voting them the best of the best for 2023 in the flooring covering and carpet cleaning category. Watkins Floor Covering, they're more than just floors. It's custom showers, custom tubs, carpet cleaning, backsplashes, bathrooms, commercial, retail, and home flooring too. Watkins Floor Covering, family owned and operated since 1997, with locations in Jacksonville and Surf City. Watkins Floor Covering, you stand on it, we stand behind it.
If your plans include hitting the road this year to do some traveling, make sure a visit to Silent Service Center is on your to-do list. Travel safety starts with the tires on your vehicle, and a visit to Silent Service Center will give you peace of mind with the best value in all name brand tires and the largest selection of used tires in this area. In addition to quality tires, Silent Service Center is a North Carolina inspection station and does complete brake service, oil changes, and alignment service. Silent Service Center, 1707 Lejeune Boulevard, Jacksonville, and 108 West Main Street, Haviland. Phone 910-353-4760. When you need comforting, who do you call? An old friend, right? Jacksonville Heating Contractors services the heating and cooling needs of our area with dependable quality train systems, guaranteeing indoor comfort for your home or business. In addition to quality train systems, Jacksonville Heating Contractors offers 24-hour emergency service, NATE certified technicians, and over 50 years of experience and service you can trust. And with a Jacksonville Heating Contractor service agreement, you never pay retail for heating or cooling services and receive priority scheduling. Remember, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. And in New Bern, you can call Trent Heating and Air Conditioning 252-633-2200. In Morehead City, Sea Air Heating and Cooling 252-247-1122. If you need service or repairs, just call an old friend. Jacksonville Heating Contractors, an independent train dealer. It's hard to stop a train. For deals on train systems and more, visit anoldfriend.com or call 910-347-2843.
Okay, we're back live on local. Real Talk. We're here for just a minute, and I think we have Chris again on the line. Right, Chris?
Right. Ray, for it real quick, and I hope Steve feels. Donald attended Barron's graduation in the morning, Minnesota in the evening. Yeah. So
yes,
it was possible.
Steve sent a message that he was wrong and corrected himself.
Well, no worries. No worries. Just thought the rest of everybody would like to know.
I appreciate better. We were taking a look at that, and here is the big one that just opened up a big problem here, because Lee said, according to Snops, he was at the graduation.
Snopes.
And then I'm like, okay, I thought it was Snopes. So you tell me, Chris, which is a Snops or Snopes?
I think it's Nops, but well, let's see.
I've been told both ways.
Nopes. Okay, so if NOP is Nope, then maybe Snopes. I don't know.
Well, I looked it up. Where in the commercial break, it comes out both ways. It
That's
sounds
right,
like
it
Snopes,
does.
and then it sounds like Snops.
I always called it Snopes, and I was correct and told it was Snops, and then you just played that, and it came out both ways. So I don't know, but anyway, it debunked. We did a factual check that Donald Trump, yes, has attended his other children's graduation ceremonies. That claim that he never has was debunked. So.
Okay. All right. Good luck to everybody.
Thank you. Have a good one. Tomorrow, International Criminal Court seeks arrest warrant for Netanyahu over Gaza war crimes. Good. On that one. we got coming up tomorrow? Hope for the Warrior, right?
Yes, Danielle Rose with Hope for the Warriors. There's a big kayaking fundraiser in Carteret County, and she'll be in here to talk about that.
Yeah. If I get in a kayak, I will need some fundraising to help me get in and out of it again, too.
I need one of those electric motors to put on that kayak.
Yeah, and a nice seat. Have a great rest of your day. We'll have Hope for the Warriors in here tomorrow. Offshore if you want to try it. And we will see you tomorrow morning at about local Real Talk, Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSMA, WSMA971.com. Heard around the world at 10 o'clock. We got another dose of the Daily D's. And at 3 o'clock, Hollywood, the man, they're going to throw it to him and he's going to run with the ball. Have a good rest of your day. Fox News is now.
WSME, Camp Lejeune, W246CJ, Jacksonville.
Fox News. I'm Chris Foster. Court's in session a little earlier than